check, mic check. Want to make sure everyone's hearing me loud and clear. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear out there. Welcome to the show. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear. All right, moving right along. Well, everyone, welcome to the show. I hope everyone's doing well. It is what, Sunday evening? Man, the weekend just goes by fast. The weekend goes by fast. You hear me, but how about now? Can you hear me loud and clear? How about now? All right. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. How about now? Can everyone hear me loud and clear out there? Not loud. How about that? All right. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Much better. All right. I'm going to up it up a little bit more. How about now? Huh? Tell me if I'm getting better. All right. We're in the house. All right, baby. Hey, look, man. That's how it is. When you start a show out and stuff, man, even though we testing out sound, things are constantly changing. It's just technology. It's like that when you run a show. So welcome. Before I get started, shout out to Fire Moon. Hope everybody doing well. Please make sure you guys share this over in the Hoodoo Lounge group. Because I'm live and I trying to juggle a few things. Just share it all around. Y'all know how we do. Go ahead and share the link, live video link in the Hoodoo Lounge group. Get our family up on there for the Divine show. Hope everyone's doing well. Go ahead and get you know all our famous people and everybody live. Y'all know how we do. It is Sunday evening. Man, like I said, everything seems to be moving fast in this rapidly changing world. I'm like, look, I don't even work a full day on Friday, and I close my eyes, and the next thing I know, it's Sunday. It's Sunday, and it's back to work. Y'all give me a quick moment, because you know how we do. We got to share this here with everybody, my groups and stuff. Let them know I am live. All right, and we are back. And we are back, spiritual family. I hope everyone's doing well. Shout out to the fam. So check this out, right? So the reason why I'm doing tonight's show because I've been building. I've been in, what they call old school ways. They call that a cipher, and we were just talking about the changing times and everything. And we was talking about like, hey man, like times is changing. The way people see spirituality, the way people are viewing themselves. We living in a rapidly changing world. And I think it's interesting because you're seeing a lot changing even with social media. Uh, Twitter, I think, is going to get ready to go after YouTube in terms of paying people for content. Because right now you have a lot of people on YouTube that's just pumping content, and they're getting paid good money for it. I mean, you can make a living on YouTube. And Elon Musk, like, yo, I could beat that. I could definitely beat that by a long shot. Like what he's paying people, what they're paying people over there. So we were just sitting around just talking about like how the world and the dynamics of what's taking place is actually changing, and how do we go about um surviving in this world. And I think this is an interesting topic because the way that we see ourselves as human beings is evolving. And it's evolving to the point that we're going to have to start seeing ourselves on a higher level. And like I said before, the humanity is crying for higher consciousness. The way we've been doing things, the way we've been moving on low vibrations, that's done. That's just the old society of how we live in, and it's an old way of us living, like being super religious. And I'm not knocking the elders because I have elderly people that are religious. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being dogmatic, dogmatic, like you have to pray this way, you have to do this. And I think humanity, especially amongst the younger generation, they're seeking higher levels of consciousness. That's what they're out there seeking. And it makes a difference in the way people approach spirituality today, because you have the option. You could go ahead and approach spirituality from a traditional way, by meaning going to church, going to the mosque or whatever, or you could go ahead and look deep within and see how can you enlighten yourself, how can you better yourself in this forever rapidly changing world, spiritual family. And one of the things, when you start changing, you start looking within and you want to grow, you're going to notice some changes taking place. And these are the signs we're going to talk about, because the destination, and before people start talking about, oh, well, there's various dimensions. Yes, there are various dimensions, but let's try to get to 5D first. Let's get out of 3D, and let's go ahead and figure out how do we get to these next level and what happens as we elevate to these next levels. For example, the fifth dimension is not a physical location, but a state of being tuned in. I think that this is important. For us to understand what the fifth dimension is, because sometimes people present it in a place that, like, hey, look, I'm driving to the fifth dimension. No, it's not that. The fifth dimension is not a physical location, but it's a state of being. It is a state of being in your mind. You have to, and to get there, there has to be an awakening that takes place. There has to be an awakening that takes place. There's a healing that also have to take place in order to get to the fifth dimension. It's a spiritual realm of peace, tranquility, acceptance. But the first stage before we get there, you have to jump through a few hoops. First of all, you have to realize that there's another level of consciousness in order to get there. Because I think oftentimes we get stuck in what we see before is day to day. And that's in itself is Pisces energy. That's how politicians, that's how churches and everybody else could come along and keep you brainwashed, make you feel like that this is the only way to get there. No, there's various ways to get to the fifth dimension, but we're going to discuss a few of them. And for example, the first step is an awakening. Is it awakening? It's sort of like you're an alcoholic and you stop drinking, but you live the rest of your life in a bar. You're in a bar, but you don't really fit in because you're not drinking anymore. Awakening is a bit like that. It's like sobering up, but spending the rest of your life in a bar where everybody's drinking drunk, they loaded and acting weird. That's what happens when you begin to wake up, spiritual family. When you begin to wake up, it's like, and I know some recovering alcoholics, they're like, you know what, man? I go out and I just look at people and I'm like, man, y'all getting drunk, you falling all over the place, you acting silly. And they're like, I can't believe I used to do that. Well, when you become awakened, spiritual family, it's the same way. When you become awakened, it's the same exact feelings, the same exact way. What happened is you start going around your friends like, man, y'all talking about that low vibrational stuff? Are y'all really listening to trap music? Are you still chasing after women just with big butts and their breasts out? That's what you're looking for in a woman, just how big her booty is? Or if the women like, oh, you're really just looking for a big dingaling guy? All that is low vibrational. And you're damn sure low vibrational if you're out here joining gangs. But whatever the low vibration may be, whoever you may be in this world, you begin to wake up and you start to look around and you're like, Now the trick is when you become awakened, don't let yourself get to the point where you're judgmental, because we're going to talk more about that. Because when you become judgmental, you fall back in a lower vibration. You awaken, but you're judgmental, being critical now of people because you're changing could lower your frequency. And that could jam you up on your destination to being awakened. Which pill are you going to take? Do you want to be awakened? Do you want to go to the next level? Or are you comfortable where you at, spiritual family? I mean, the choice is yours. I want to go to the next level. I want to see what's on the other side. And I already kind of know what's on the other side. Being enlightened is a lifestyle. It's not something that going to the fifth dimension is something that can happen overnight. Like, hey, I'm going to the fifth. I mean, it's a journey. And one of the main steps of this spiritual awakening to get you there, spiritual family, is there's some healing that has to take place. There's some actual healing that has to take place. Because holding on to hurt, pain, trauma, regression, all that stuff, bitterness, hostility, you're gonna have to let go of all that. You got to let go of people that judged you. You got to let go of people that hurt you. You got to let go of some people that's hurting you right now. Right now. And it's not about just like, it's not just about saying, okay, this is who I am, this is what I do. You're not selfish if you cut off toxic people and put that boundary up. You're not selfish. That's you protecting yourself from hurt, trauma, and pain. So let's go over some spiritual awakening symptoms that takes us to the fifth dimension. Let's break some of this down. So first of all, the signs of spiritual awakening. And if you experience any of these, please let me know if you experienced any of these. And make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share. Hit that like button. Go ahead and share that out there with the rest of the family. Because right now, man, like I'm not cutting these videos for ego purposes. I'm cutting them because there's so much hurt and pain going on in the world. And I ask myself, Dedrick, how can you be a beacon to help heal humanity? What message is you bringing to help heal humanity? Every time we turn on the news, there's something horrible happening. Every time. What can you do to change the world for the better? Some of the things that you notice during your spiritual awakening, spiritual family, is this. Things you think about start happening faster and faster. That's manifestation. I'm telling you, I'll be sitting around sometime and I'll be thinking about certain phone calls in this last week or two. Bam, and it happens. You will start to see numbers repeating everywhere. Like you might see 1111, 33, 222. You might start seeing numbers. You will feel like you need space. And I'm in that mode a little bit right now, to be transparent. You will feel like you need space from old friends and family who do not resonate with your new journey. And I'm not on a new journey, but I call it spiritual cleansing sometimes. And I'm in this weird mode where I'm like, I'm not even like thinking about sex. I'm not thinking about, I'm just in this space where I'm like, let me focus on me. Let me really go within me and focus on me so I could get to that next level, because there's levels to this. Remember, this is a journey. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. There's going to be obstacles. But you might need that space. That don't mean you dislike everybody on Facebook. No, this means you're going within. To some, you might call it slight hermit mode, but I don't even want to call it hermit mode because that's a different wave of energy. This is just, hey, I'm going within. Oh, you think I should be buying a new car? I don't want a new car? I don't need to be talking to you right now. Oh, you don't want to celebrate my accomplishments? I don't need to be talking to you right now. Oh, it takes you 2 days to respond back to my text? I damn sure don't need to be talking to you right now. I have no time for that type of low vibrational stuff. I will cut you off as an associate, friend, whatever, because anybody that's so damn busy that it takes them 2 or 3 days to respond back to you, you don't need them in your life anyway, because what they got going on is chaotic energy. And that chaotic energy will come into your life. They're running all over the place. I don't need that. I'm telling you, one thing I hate to see is rushing people. People that's rushing, they got to do this, closing their car doors real fast. I can't stand that energy, man. That's a low vibration energy. Those type of people are impulsive and make bad decisions. That type of energy leads to drug addictions too. Okay, next thing. People who are on the same journey as you will begin to enter your life. Woo. People on the same journey as you will begin to enter your life. True indeed. I start getting phone calls from TV shows about this and that and want to work with me on this. I'm meeting other people in the spiritual realm that's, enlightened. We're deep travelers, we're soul controllers, and we're looking to enlighten our spirits, and we're looking to go to the next level. We're seeing the world through a different lens. And I'm gonna put some books up later that I'm reading out of Kindle that's for free. Simple books to read just to enlighten you. Because we gotta get back to reading. We got to get back to reading because lately on social media, everybody got happy like with these little pictures of things and stuff. No, you got to do the work. You don't need a mentor or a spiritual guide. You got to go within and do the work. Next one, you will be sent distractions to get you off your new path. Some of you, somebody might approach you. It might be a big booty and a smile that might come up. Girl might, I ain't got no underwears on. It might be drugs. It might be your boss start giving you lots of work. Now you can't meditate or you can't come on and do a live or watch a good live. It could be anything. Stacy, LaRock, Gus, what's going on? That's right. We have to break them generational curses in order to heal. Your diet will get better as your body starts telling you. Let me tell you something. I've been cutting back on meat. I go to the gym and lift, but like I've been cutting back. I'm not a big meat eater anyway to begin with, but I'm like, you know what? Let me cut back on certain foods. I went out with somebody this past weekend. They was, having a casual drink. Like, you want one? I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because I'll talk to you guys later in another show about these new meditations that I'm working on because there's levels to meditation besides just sitting there silently. I mean, guys, I did a meditation Friday night that lasted an hour and 30 minutes. I'll talk about that in another show. An hour and 30 minutes. And this was a deep one. And ever since I did it, I've been seeing I've been seeing the world on a different level after I did this meditation. And that's one of the benefits of doing this type of meditation. Like I'm really seeing it, but you have to keep it going. Like you don't have to do it for an hour, 30 minutes. That meaning I'll talk about it later in detail about how to activate it on a daily basis, which only takes you 5 minutes to activate it. But you'll start seeing the world through a different lens once you get into this form of meditation. You lose the fear of what others think about you. And I think that's critical because what happens is our ego dies. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit share, hit the like button, send some hearts, hit share. You will lose the fear of what others think about you. You have one of the biggest elements that hold us back in the spiritual world is our mind and our ego. What our parents think, our partners think, our supervisor think. Let me tell you something. Back in the day, if somebody would have called me for a job or this, now I'd be excited. I'm at a stage in my life now where people are like, can you take this contract? I'm like, nah, I'm not interested. Oh, but it's only a certain amount of hours. Yeah, but them hours are just cutting in my day. It's not beneficial. No, I'm all right. I'll pass. I'll pass. You get to the point you don't care. I love walking in my purpose. I love walking and being who I am. Like the garments I got on, I wear this stuff daily. Sometimes I got on a blazer, depending on what I'm doing, but I'm mostly in this daily. This is who I am. This is who I am. And we're living in a time now where we need to see more authenticity and more authentic people being themselves, being who they are. Wear your hair how you want to wear it. Just how you want to. I want to see you. I want to hear your original thoughts. So when you go through these spiritual awakening, you start to experience that. And you have to have the spiritual awakening to transport you to the fifth dimension. Now we getting ready to go further into this fifth dimensional talk. I'm about to show you some stuff. I'm just building you up, just like you have to get built up for the journey. I just can't hit it, bam, hit you like that. No, because we got people coming on that's not familiar with this type of journey, and we got to build them up. We got to build you up. We got to build you up. You will start to have downloads. You're able to download higher light, divine consciousness, soul awareness, and healing frequency in order to upgrade your operating system. You will also start to, let me tell you something, spiritual family, you start contemplating the world which you exist in. You might even ask yourself, how did I arrive? How did I get here? How did I get here? You become deep in thought. Am I supposed to be here? And sometimes when you start to raise your vibration and you start transcending to the next level of fifth dimension, you like, wait a minute, I don't know if I want to go through this journey because I don't, I'm not hanging with my friends anymore, or my family don't understand me, and everybody's looking at me strange and weird. So let's break down. Let me tell you something. You start seeing energy around you too, because everything has a frequency. Everything has a frequency. Fear, joy, happiness, anger, all that has a vibrational frequency that vibrates at a certain gigahertz. Let's break this down. Let's go into it. Are y'all ready? We're getting ready to go into this right now. Make sure you hit the like button, send some hearts, share this with your friends and family. To everybody else that follow me, share them to the groups. Let them know we're live. All right, guys, here we go. Let's get to the meats and potatoes of it. Let's start from the bottom here, where you see the orange at, right? Look at the level of consciousness starts happening here. In the orange level, you have 20 for shame. That's hell. That's hell on earth. Guilt, apathy, grief, lower ego, your lower self. You're vibrating at 20 to like maybe 200 or 100, right? So as you move up, as you can see, we start to move into the yellowish green type thing. You got fear, that's at 100. Anger, these are low vibrational. This is third dimension. Now, below third dimension, you trapped in hell. Now, when you start getting to anger, pride, you're in the third dimension realm, purgatory. That's Pisces energy right there. That's where you're at. Anger, pride. Now, you might start waking up, start reading some books, start watching our shows, and all of a sudden you say, hey, I need to change something. There has to be more to my mind than this. So then you move to self-empowerment. That's fourth dimension. That's courage. Now, once you hit 200, you're at courage, neutrality, willingness, acceptance, inner light. You become rational, linear, your emotional self. You're in between. Fourth dimension now, why I say that is why you're neutral. You have courage because now you start to identify more with yourself. You're no longer, you're starting to question society rules. You question the ego. You're not here trying to please your church, your family, or friends. Now you're focusing on you because now you know that you are a greater being that has a higher mission. Then you start going up into 350, acceptance, right? 350 is acceptance, spiritual family. Now you hit 400, inner light. Now your inner light is starting to light up. Whoa. Now, this is the transfer section here, right? It's like, whoa, I'm in fourth dimension. You start to meditate more. You might change your eating habits. You done change your surroundings. You're not in the nightclubs. You might be tapping into different spiritual antennas. So now you got that inner light going. Here you go at 440, inner wisdom. This is new humanity consciousness. 440, paradise. You're going into your, anything 400 and up is higher self. Anything 400 up is higher self energy. So you got your inner wisdom at 440. 500 is inner love now. We're there, but we're not at fifth dimension yet. We're approaching it. So now once you get to 540, bam, you in the fifth dimension, that higher level of spiritual realm. That is heaven planetary. Now you in the galactic universal self phase. Like right here now, as you can see, you have 600, you're in the presence. 700, awareness. You are the presence, meaning you're manifesting, you're controlling, you are the presence. You are powerful now right here. That means you're moving, you damn near moving objects with your mind. What? You need more money? Bam, you manifested it. What? You waiting on somebody to call you? Bam, phone ring is dim. Oh, that job? Oh, I got 3 jobs calling me now. Now you visualize yourself walking in the office and you're sitting behind the desk. You are becoming the meta. I am present. Look here, 700 awareness. Then you got 800, the great void. 850, divine grace and love union. All this stuff here, universal self, galactic self, heaven, absolute self, 1000. Bam, you busting through. That, and then it goes all the way up to 12th dimension. So we just breaking down some dimensional stuff. I mean, this gets deep. And this one book I'm reading, which I'll be posting on the page and group later, man, it is enlightening. It is enlightening. And this is what I'm looking at, and I'm like, wow, we need more of this knowledge. In my personal opinion, less religion, more spiritual freedom and self-empowerment. Now, I showed you that chart. You could go back and look at this video again and start realizing, hey, when you feeling angry, when you feeling guilt, jealousy, know you vibrating low. And when you drop so low at the third dimension, you are living in a state of hell. But once you get up to 700, you are becoming into a stage of spiritual and psychological heaven. You are amongst the stars. You becoming that cosmic being. That cosmic being. Let's look at some more. Let's break this down a little bit more. Signs. You're shifting to 5D consciousness. You see syncrecy, repetitive numbers, like we said. You're reevaluating everything in your life, career, relationship, values, and even your sense of self. You might start saying stuff, you know what? I don't need to be at this job anymore. This job no longer benefits me financially, emotionally, or mentally. I have a higher calling. Maybe this career is done for me. You have found a newfound interest, obsession with spirituality, reading late at night, blogging, staying up late, watching videos, all that good stuff. That, I mean, look, guys, look, don't you want to be surrounded by positive energy? 5, you go through sometimes confusing and sometimes scary and yet exciting personal transformation. Don't you want to be, spiritual family, in a place of tranquility? Every day you turn on the news, people are dying. You go to work, your boss get on your nerves. They dump in extra work. You just might hate your job, and a lot of people hate their jobs, and that's okay. That's all the more reason, spiritual family, that it's time for you to start tapping into your mindset, your higher form of consciousness, your higher God conscious like self. So you're no longer a spiritual victim to this world. You're no longer a spiritual victim to this world. These are things you want to think about. We're going to come back and discuss this a little bit more. But right now, we're going to take a quick break. And we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's get right back on it again. And I say, this is what it's about. Elevation. And you're going to face some resistance. Let me tell you guys, you're going to face some resistance from the world, because this is the knowledge that pastors don't want you to know. Teachers don't want you to know. Maybe even your boss don't want you to know. Politicians don't want you to know. They don't want you to know this. Think about how content and how powerful everyone is when you feel like you're a victim, when you feel like you're being targeted, when you feel like you need to go along with everyone else. See, this level of thinking, this creates self-esteem, high self-esteem, this level of consciousness, this level of enlightenment, feeling power, creating power and energy, tapping into your true spiritual divine self, spiritual family. So moving right along here, let's get back to fifth dimension. This is a recap of what it looked like here. And as you elevate to new humanity and consciousness, fifth dimension is purple. Anything below third dimension, you in a state of hell. Anything below third dimension, you are in a psychological and spiritual state of hell. What is going on, Brian? How are you doing? Shout out to Stacey LaRock. Surround yourself with people that clap when you win. I have to repost that one again. That is amazing, because oftentimes we find ourselves surrounded by haters and low vibrational people that don't like how you moving. When they just want to bring you down. And let me tell you something. Like I say, you're not selfish by cutting these people off. If you look at all these people that's dying today in the news, that's because they're surrounded by toxic people. They're in low vibrational environments. And when you're in low vibrational environment, low vibrational situations occur in low vibrational environments. You never hear about anyone going to a spiritual retreat in the mountains or a sweat lodge and getting killed. Never. You don't ever hear about them getting scratched by a bear or anything. Just something for you guys to think about. Watch your environment. So let's go right along here. What we have here: Ascension to consciousness. I like this chart now because let's elaborate on this a little bit here. Let's break down. See, we in 3D. Ego association. Your ego is controlling you. Service to self. You just worrying about you. Polarization. Separatism. Oh, well, if they're not into what I'm into, I'm not effing with them. Control. Well, you got to do what I say because I'm the pastor. I had somebody tell me that back in the day. I'm like, dude, you ain't shit. Rules, status, materialism. I got to have more. And I'm telling people, be careful of the spirit of wanting. The spirit of wanting will have you flat broke, especially around Christmas time. How many of you guys go broke during Christmas? I don't do that. I'm going to bring the new year in with money in my account. Now, that's a bad spiritual way to go out, be broke around Christmas time. Find other ways to celebrate Christmas. Every holiday in America is a capitalist holiday that's designed just to make you feel less than if you can't afford it. Look, man, kids don't need new iPhones every Christmas. They don't need new Jordans every Christmas. How about you sit around and talk and share some of this great content with them so they go out in the world and make wise decisions? That's the gift that keeps giving. Linear thinking, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fear lower emotions. Fear-based programming. Cause and effect. A victim mentality. Everyone's picking on me. They don't like me because of this. It's not my fault. 4D, mixed state gateway. That's when you're in the middle, the transitional phase to the 5th dimension. Expanding consciousness. You might be reading more books, meditating more, watching more videos. Challenge your old belief systems. And I see a lot of people in the Hoodoo Lounge group that just got out the church and they're like, yeah, I got these. I'm like, man, and the way they approach me, I could tell they just got out the church. Or they battling. They're in 4th dimension. They're battling with, am I doing the right thing? Should I go back? Or they just battling with what their parents done taught them. Or society. Comparison, duality. Still seeking answers. I hear what you're saying, but I need to watch more videos and read a few more books. That's great. Do it. This is a spiritual walk. Somebody told me a few years back, bro, do you have bad days? Because you seem pretty balanced. I had a lot of bad days, and now I learned that there's really no such thing. A bad day is your child dying. A bad day, you dying. But you wake up and your car tire flat, that's not a bad day. That is a moment. And it's not a bad moment. Get your tire changed. Go get a fix-a-flat. Count your blessings. You realize that the tire is flat before you get on the road and it blows out. That's the universe watching out for you. See, we got to change our way of thinking. And I know people got light bills to pay. Trust me, car notes, insurance to pay. But if you got laid off, hey, there's a better job coming where somebody appreciate. But it's gonna take a while. I get it. I get that's just that's just the path we go through looking for good work. But in 4D, you have more compassion. You align yourself with purpose. You start remembering good things. You become flexible in reality. You have faster manifestation. What it is that you desire now comes in faster. And I'm going to tell you something else that helps those manifestations come in faster. Journal. Go back and journal. Start putting your thoughts down, because when you write it down, it's just no longer up here. It goes into reality now because it's on paper. You see the metaphysics in that? When you take it from here and put it on paper, you don't put it out to the world now. Remember, everything is energy. Everything is energy. Shout out to all those that's entering the group. Hit like, send some hearts, hit share. Let's go back and see what fifth dimension is now. Let's go back and explore fifth dimension. Unity consciousness, aligning with the divine, heart-centered. That's your heart-centered chakra, which also help put you into the spiritual realm. Service to others. How many of you been a blessing to someone else? Instead of about worrying about getting a blessing, have you been a blessing to someone else? High frequency. You vibrating high. You might walk in a room and you feel energy now. You feel vibration. I'm going to tell you something. When you get so good at that, I've been doing this for a while. And remember, I'm in school for that. I've been doing this for a long time. I feel energy off of text messages. I feel energy off of Facebook Messenger messages. Watch what you say to me, because I could feel that. I could feel the energy that come off the messages. I can tell when it's genuine. I can tell you being sarcastic. I can tell when you're trying to throw shade at me. Don't mess with me. I'm a spiritualist. I don't do all that kooky stuff. This is something that I do and I practice, and I'm known for here in South Carolina and Georgia for. Watch what energy you throw at me in a message. And I tell people that in text messages too, because I pick right up on it. I could walk into a room past some cubicles and I could feel the energy, not towards me, but even towards others. I read everything, body language, all that. That's when you vibrating on high frequency. See, when you're on low frequency, you can't tell anything because you're so much into yourself, because you in 3D, your ego based. So you all into yourself. You don't even know if the building getting ready to go down, because you in yourself. You're probably looking at your face in the mirror, looking at your shoes on Instagram, posting pictures of your shoes. That's low vibrational stuff. You don't even know that there's the building getting ready to collapse. So back to 5D. You become a source of information, of unconditional sharing. You might start to share your spiritual walk with others. Not force it, but share it. When somebody's like, man, you're doing good lately. You look vibrant. I like your energy. You look good. Like you're glowing. Yeah, man, I changed my eating habits. I'm meditating. I'm not rushing. I got rid of this rushing spirit. I'm not just jumping out the car and rushing to get home and stuff. I'm taking my time. Effortless, light, and ease. Spiritual family. Got to kill off that rush. But when you're in 5D, everything flows smooth. Remember, it's not a physical place. It's a state of mind. But it's such a different state of mind, you might begin to feel like you in a different realm. Also, you start to have more out-of-body experiences. You might experience time travel in your mind. Oh, yeah. Fifth dimension, you abundance. You might have out-of-body, but you might be sitting in your room. Like I said, I done had them. Especially when I get into these new forms of meditation that I do, I didn't see myself sitting across the room while I'm meditating. You can time travel in your mind too. It all starts in your mind. We're going to have a show about that, about time traveling in your mind. What do you mean time traveling in your mind? Yeah. This is just the physical realm. The spirit is infinite. People say, now when you die, man, lights is out. Spirit is infinite. It's infinite. It's eternal. It's infinite. Can't kill that off. It all is just a matter of what type of spirit you want to be. Spiritual family. Once again, we're talking about fifth dimension. Going to the fifth dimension. Elevating to higher states of consciousness. Humanity needs it. Every week there's something going on in the news. What's coming tomorrow? Tomorrow's Monday. What's going to happen tomorrow? Well, the madness we're going to see. But what you can say is, whatever the world throws at me tomorrow, I'm going to be balanced. I'm going to be focused. Take back control of your mind. My deep travelers, my soul controllers. Take back control of your mind. Guys, look, I just want to talk with you real quick. And I know I come on weekly, but couple of things. One, we're coming with a new show. That's right. In a new show, we'll talk about metaphysics, paranormal, UFO, spirituality. It'll talk about all those great things because all of it is tied together. If you get on that deep level, you start to see how paranormal is tied to spirituality, spirituality tied to metaphysics, metaphysics tied to UFOs, UFO tied to paranormal. You start to see how all it tied together. But this is an enlightenment show. This is where you want to be at if you want to be enlightened. We're going to talk about various topics, different things that going on in the world. I'm just building you up. That's why I'm coming on and changing the content up a little bit. I'm building up to what's coming with some other great topics. We're going to have exciting guests. And if you look in the corner, there go the emblem for the new show, the Oracle. Now, anybody been following me, you know that I originally started out on social media as the Sufi Oracle. Remember that? Taking it back to the essence. So we have the Oracle coming soon, very soon, very, very soon. Keep a lookout for it. Trust me, I will definitely let you guys know when the first show airs. It's gonna be new intro, everything. Guys, what I'm talking about, this show is gonna be new from top to bottom. Hoodoo Lounge is the baby. It's always gonna be there, but we moving forward into the age of Aquarius under the Oracle. We're moving forward under the Oracle. This is where you want to be at for enlightenment. You want topics on spirituality, paranormal, metaphysics, UFOlogy, all those great things. This is where you want to be at. Just topics. The content is about to be elevated because humanity is saying we have to elevate our conversation. We can't come in here with this stagnant energy anymore. It's killing humanity. We just can't come here with this stagnant energy. And you have to decide where you want to be at in the age of enlightenment. And that's what it is. It is the age of enlightenment. People are like, oh, it's the age of Aquarius. It's the age of enlightenment. Because in the age of Aquarius, you will be enlightened. And that's what is going on right now. Like, and you want to be balanced. You want to be focused. You want to grow. You want to transcend. You want to become the best version of yourself. A lot of us right now is sitting right here. And we're afraid to walk through that portal. Because when you walk through that portal, spiritual family, some changes have to take place. Some people got to get cut off. Some old habits of yours have to get cut off. You might have to exercise more self-control to pull yourself out of the matrix. For some of us, it might even be a name change. I know. I'm talking to myself right now. It might even be a name change. Might be some rebranding. And with the Twitter world, as you can see, Twitter's about to change. I know everybody's on YouTube and all that, but you gotta keep your eyes open. We living in changing times, and I'll try some stuff out. But spiritual family, keep your eyes open. Matter of fact, real quick, just want to show you guys something. You have Natural Vibes Holistic Counseling. That's right. I'm a licensed practitioner. You don't have to suffer in silence. We have the website and the group with the link in it. Anybody that needs counseling, crisis intervention, suffering trauma, spiritual counseling, we tackle the whole human being, and we do remote counseling over the phone or live video, however you want to do it from the comfort of your home. Our services are nationwide. Our prices are amazing, especially for the challenging times that people are living in. We counsel kids in schools. We work with inmates. We work with everyone. Everyone. You don't have to suffer in silence. Our thing is to raise your vibrations. That's Natural Vibe Holistic Counseling, spiritual family. Also, like I said, we have the Oracle coming soon. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the new show that's coming, the Oracle. That's right, the Oracle right there. And make sure you guys watch Starseed TV on Stream TV Network. I've been promoting this, and I get a lot of good feedback. People like, yo, you know what? That show, that TV channel you have is dope. And why is it's amazing, spiritual family? Because you don't have to go around look for all this content. Like, oh, I want to watch something. It's all right there. Anything you want to know on enlightenment is on Starseed TV. That's where you need to be at, on Stream TV Network. It's an app. It's a link. However you want, I can post a link. I don't care. It's a real channel. It's for free. Guys, I'm updating, getting new videos. I'm getting new people that's sending me their license where I can put their content on there. If you want to be enlightened, stop watching this low vibrational stuff with all this killing on TV. Stop watching these booty shaking videos and watch Starseed TV. Go ahead and watch some Starseed TV, spiritual family. So look, this here is Dedrick Hilton. I'm not gonna hold y'all up. Thank you for tuning into the show tonight. I have to go ahead and start on my I'm writing my dissertation. I changed the topic, so I went too far in, so it might take me a little bit longer, but that's all right because the spiritual world said change your topic. And with my dissertation, it's on meditation and enlightenment. And usually you have to have a test subject. I am the test subject. That's why I'm gonna be talking to you more about some meditational stuff that's coming soon. Oh yeah, yes. The books to read will be posted tonight. Soon I get off on Facebook, and they'll also be posted in the Hoodoo Lounge group. Guys, get these books. They for free on Kindle. They're actually for free right now to read on Kindle. This is some good reading. This is some good man. Look, boy, I don't even know. Shout to Fire Moon for reminding me and stuff. And we got some amazing shows, man, coming, man. You know, it's about positive energy, positive vibration, tapping a higher level of consciousness. I am your host, Dedrick Hilton. Guys, thank you. Stay blessed. Thank you for tuning in. And guess what? I will be seeing y'all soon. That's right.